Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop again this week. It was a pretty big week for me this week with 9 comics, all from my pull list, including a couple of first issues, which I pre-ordered, so they're on my pull list. At least the first issue was. I don't think I put the whole series of either of them on my pull list. But we'll start out as usual with my top of the printer museum covers that I was looking at this week. I picked up I picked a Spirit by Will Eisner, and this is the reprint series from the 80s that had a lot of new covers on it. And I think, I'm trying to figure out what I think the concept of this one is the Spirit is getting in a fight with us, the viewer, and all these thugs are, I guess, behind him, forcing him into the fight. It looks like he's got a little sweat running. I'm not sure if he's going to win this fight or not, but I think he's going to win the fight. And the other is who's this? Ross Andrew and Romeo Tangal. Jail. This is from around. I was buying this around here. What is this? Issue 198. I was buying stuff around here because George Perez was doing some stuff. I'm not sure if he did this one or Romeo, because I think George did the covers for the ones he did. But pretty nice Ross Andrew cover there. Some nice coloring on it. With the Western characters having a showdown with the JLA. I wonder who colored this. I don't know who was coloring DC, because I know, what's his name? Production guy, Jack Adler, colored a lot of DC's covers in like the 50s and even 60s, I think. I don't know if he was still there in the early 80s, but nicely colored with the purple, giving us a purple shadow in the foreground and full color in the background. Nice stuff. And we also have, what is this here? Another comic shop news, Fantastic Four number 700. Oh, in case you haven't seen Scott Koblish for Fantastic Four 700, and I think it's like, is doing this cover with 700 figures on it. I don't see it in this one. Looks like there's going to be a Adam Warlock facsimile edition. I'll have to get that one. But he's doing, and I think it's like wraparound cover, front and back, and it continues on like Fantastic Four number 6 or 7 or something like that. I think number 7. We'll have to see. So it's got across these 2 issues, 4 covers. He's got 700 figures on it. I've seen it on his Facebook page, and it's pretty impressive. So there you go, a little comic shop news for you. And let's see, what's the first one? Nice cover on this. This is an Image anthology. What are we up to, 11? Issue 11, only 1 issue left. Who did that cover? I like it. It's got person up there. Let's see if it gives us the... Does it tell us in the back? Sometimes they tell you in the back. By Jeff... Cover by Emma Rios. Okay. I think I've seen... I know that name. I can't remember what she's done. Like the 7 Deadly Sins or something. Did she draw that? I can't even remember. But nice. I like that cover. Then we got a little bit of Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer, issue number 10. I've been enjoying this series. Matter of fact, I just saw that Opus is coming out with an anthology series of Frank Frazetta stuff. So I actually put that on my list, sight unseen, just because I was like, you know what, I've been enjoying this and I can't even remember what the other one is named, the other Frank Frazetta comic I've been enjoying, and I like anthologies. I think it's like a quarterly anthology or something like that. So I was like, you know what, I'll put that anthology on my pull list, sight unseen, based on one painting from Frank Frazetta, that is. Then we've got issue 4 of 5 of All Against All. This post-apocalyptic Last Boy on Earth versus a bunch of aliens story. Even though the Last Boy on Earth is in a lab. I bought this because of the Casper Wingard art. I've been following his stuff for a little while now, so usually when he puts out a series, I check it out. He's doing a little bit a different style with this, much more sci-fi than sort of his more line-driven, lots of shading and painting, and than his line-driven superhero stuff I've read. So good stuff. Then we've got Miss Meow issue. This feels like a particular thin issue. I don't like this. Miss Meow has had cardstock covers, and because it's a $5 this feels like a 24-page comic. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, there's no ads in the back, so it might just be a 24-page comic. But I've been enjoying this one. I call it the Boys Light. All these superheroes who are really super mercenaries, and they walk the red carpet and are celebrities and this and that. Meanwhile, Miss Meow is involved with super heroic stuff going, but it's been a solid comic. Like I said, I've liked it. So it's one that surprised me that I liked it. Who did this cover? Ezekiel Dominguez. All right. Plot by Murphy and Aaron Sparrow. Script by Aaron Sparrow. Illustrated by Nate Watson and Renzo Rodriguez. Colored by Gaston Zubeldia and Adam Stone. All right, nice creative team. Don't really recognize any of their names, but 24 pages maybe. Let's see. At least it isn't self-covered. It's got a little bit of cardstock on the cover. Oh, then here's a first issue I picked up. No One. Higgins, Buccellato, or Buccellato, whichever way you want to go. I think this is Brian Buccellato. He goes by Buccellato. Steve Buccellato used to work with me in the at Marvel. He was a bullpenner before me, but I knew him as a colorist. Oh, nice drawing. But I know his brother went back to the Italian pronunciation of their name, Buccellato. This feels oversized. I think it's like 40 or 44 pages. I don't remember what it was about. I just remember saying, all right, I'll pick that one up. No One. And it's like I said, only $4, extra pages, first issue. We'll give it a look. Then we got Time Before Time, which I've been enjoying thoroughly. Look at it. I see waves in this cover, too. This doesn't have black on it. It shouldn't have waves. This is a self-covered comic. Thin paper. Just like the same thing. A self-covered comic has the same stock on the cover as it does on the inside. It makes it feel thin. But this story has been good. Time traveling gangster story with these people trying to stay ahead of the gangsters run time travel rackets. It keeps changing between years. Rival gangsters from rival times, too. It's been a fun. This one has grown on me more and more over time. Not that I didn't like it at the beginning, but I just think this one's gotten sort of richer and richer in its storytelling. So I'm enjoying Time Before Time. Then what do we have? Another one where they Spy Superb, where they make it look like a plain brown wrapper. This time it's Costco. Issue 3. These are double-sized issues for double the price, $8. But it's Matt Kindt. I like Matt Kindt's stuff I like Matt Kindt's writing when he's drawing it too. That's my favorite stuff, is Matt Kindt writing and drawing, as opposed to Matt Kindt just writing. And it's always got this sort of matte paper, which is pretty good too. This is I guess it's kind of a comedy. It's a Spy Superb is this legend of a spy, but it turns out this guy is just kind of imitating him, and it's Inspector Clouseau-ish. He's bumbling his way through being a spy, yet succeeding. So it's been a fun story. Spy Superb, but at what cost? You see that? I don't know why they're doing these plain brown wrapper. They just look awful. Then we've got Nocterra number 12, Scott Snyder, Tony S. Daniel. I don't remember where this left off. Left off with some big explosion in a special or two. That's not going to catch me up. At least not visually. Post-apocalyptic story. The sun has gone black. There's still there's darkness everywhere, but it's not cold. The sunlight, this heat is still affecting things somehow. And these aliens are turning... Oh, look, it turns into a monster comic now. Giant monster comic, I should say, because there was always monsters in it. If you stay out in the dark too long, you're turned into a monster. This is the final war. Is that for this Noctera? Yeah. So, like I said, to me this has been a B all along, but I still enjoy it. All comics can't be an A. Then I picked up this, the Forged magazine size, saddle stitch, so it's not square bound. It's got staples. $6. That feels like 48 pages, I would say. Let's show you a little bit. I don't remember what this is about. Was it Greg Rucka? Greg says created by Greg Rucka, Eric Troutman, and Mike Henderson. And I think Mike Henderson does the art, and Greg Rucka and Eric Truckman do the story. It's got a weird credit right there. It looks like a woman in a giant mech suit. You got me. What does it say? A team of ultra-lethal Imperial vixens. A cabal of sensuous space witches. A bug stomp on a distant hell world. You know as much as I do now. Like I said, I probably bought it. I probably put it on my pull list because I liked, Greg Rucka's generally a pretty good writer. I like the oversizedness and the heft to it. So that's probably why I put it on there. Let me show you a little of my artwork that I got done. Let's see. I finished coloring Dreams of Things 177 as I creep towards 200. This, what is that, a clown? That's a weird, strange, clown-like creature in his purple. That's got some weird color to it. Weird. Sometimes I don't even know what these images I come up with are, but that's why I come up with them. Oh, I also did this. Once again, I was trying. I don't quite like the technique I used, but this is ink and watercolor. Watercolor got a little too dense for me. I use gouache if I want density. Watercolor is my worst medium. I just got some new watercolors in the last couple months, so I've been wanting to try them out and get a little better with them, but not quite there yet. But this is actually an old drawing. This drawing is from like 20 years ago that I re-inked and tried it out with some watercolor. So it's kind of fun to work on a 20-year-old drawing. I actually did a finished, this is the goddess Athena. I did a finished print of her in this drawing like 20 years ago. So I decided to re-ink it, this time with my side of the brush technique, and throw some watercolor right on top rather than computer color it. And look, it's on old Marvel music paper. Back when there was a Marvel music department in the early 90s. So there you go. Some artwork, some comic books, and you guys have a good week out there.